All right, good morning, everyone. This is November 3rd, 2021, and this is Angel, your host with the Morning Brew. All right, let's the home of we're gonna set up a huge day today. Huge. I mean like fire day today. So guys, you've been following, you've been seeing amazing setup. So let's see what we can set up today. This is the point where we find the opportunities every day in the marketplace. Okay, so every day there's an opportunity. So if you're looking for opportunity, can't find the opportunities, come here, press subscribe, press that like button. I guarantee you will find something. There's always something moving in the market. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at the 15-minute chart. Today is a big day, huge day. Um, the Fed is speaking. So again, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Powell will be speaking about the market and what to expect moving forward. 2:30, he's going to be grilled in a Q&A session, and that is the moment that you're going to have to pay close attention because I believe that everything's already priced in. So they gave us a calendar of the taper and when it's going to happen. He already mentioned that they're not going to raise interest rates. Again, I'll repeat that again. He is not going to raise interest rates. That's what he stated in the past. Can he say it this time? Absolutely. Anything's possible. But will he? What if he does? It'll crash the market. You think that they want to do that at this moment of time? I don't think so. So again, whether you believe it or not, I just look at price action. So let's see where the opportunity lie. I don't stick to opinions. All right. So here we are. So the tape doesn't lie. I have noticed they are taking meme stocks up, so be careful on that one. Again, remember, meme stocks are great, but you do not want to get caught on the tail end of it. I have a video coming out of it, how to avoid FOMO trades. There is one on my channel. I have another one on a card that I did last night. I'll put it out shortly. But again, watch that because you do not want to get caught at the tail end of it when others are selling. You do not want to be buying. All right. So what else do we have here? So now the key question on the Fed, right? On the Fed, what I'm going to suspect here is that there might be a curveball, okay? And the curveball is if he mentions that they will come earlier than what it was expected, because the market doesn't like unknowns. And if that happens, that might tank the market. So I expect volatility going into today's sessions. Usually what happens, he speaks, the Q&A, and the market dissects it for about an hour. So there will be a lot of whipsaw action. Don't get caught in that. But pre-market, in the open, there'll be a lot of opportunities. Just don't get caught in that whipsaw action after. Okay, I believe around 3 o'clock, 3:30, the market should have a direction. All right. The only thing, if he gets caught in the Q&A session and they talk to him about the job reports, which comes out Friday, and that's going to be another whipsaw, and they talk about yields. Okay, so that, and if he mentions one word, then the market will react because it's going to be super reactive today. All right, so let's dive in. Let's look at the E-minis. E-minis right here. We're going to open at 46.19. We close on the XPF 46.30. So that's going to put us right under 46.30. So again, the highs here, if we rip, guys, we can rip up to 46.60 right up here. If we go down, we got this 49.50. 49.92, just under 4,600. All right, so let's dive in. Let's go in here. Now, I usually show you the where am I? I usually show you this setup right here, and I show you the dailies for a reason. It's because if you're in it long term, if you're in this for a long term, you do not want to get into a new position, right? Because you are coming to the tail end of that at this moment if you're long term. However, can we rip higher? Absolutely, we can rip higher. Are we going to stay up there? That's a whole different other story. However, again, so just notice that we've been swinging pretty high on the dailies. These are dailies. However, we are all-time highs, I believe, on all three. So again, that's why we look at the 15-minute charts because that's where we dive in. I'm a momentum trader, and momentum's the key. Now, the good thing is if you study the momentum traders on the 15-minute chart, the action is the same. It's just faster than it is on the daily chart. So basically what you can do is study the 15-minute charts over and over and over because it happens a lot. And then when you see it on the daily charts, you'll be like, oh, this is what he's talking about. The price action, the patterns are all the same. It's supply and demand patterns. All right, so let's dive in. Let's find out where the opportunities lie. Okay, so the VIX. The VIX is dying off. It is creeping up, which I suspected right here. Momentum's going higher. So, that's normal. That's normal going into a Fed meeting. There is going to be a lot of fear, right? There's people saying, oh my God, there's a lot of head talk, right? So I expect this is going to go up, which is good. It's just part of volatility. People are going to buy puts just in case. Okay. Now the trend year, as long. All right. So let's look. Let's put some levels up here. As long as it doesn't start breaking above this 1657, we're going to be looking good, and definitely not above this 1775. If it goes up there, then look up below. All right. Just put it out there. My alert's up there. All right. Now the Treasury notes. I think that the market is kind of absorbing and feeling okay with the notes being at this level, right? So I think we're okay here. So if nothing changes, we're okay. Guys, we're at all-time highs right here. Now, if this starts creeping higher, that's a whole different other story. So watch this one as well going into the Fed meeting. All right, so let's dive in. There's a lot of opportunities today. Keep note. And again, I'm going to show you about, I don't know, what is that? We have 8, we have 16, we have 24, roughly around 25 setups. Pick the one you choose. I know that you guys are not hedge fund managers and you're going to choose all of them. Just pick the one that makes right to you and then manage your position. All right, here we go. All right, so the S&P 500. All right, this is the 15-minute charts. We're still pretty far away from the 50-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame. Tongue twister. And we're right there. So I don't like this. I would like to see it pull back. If it pulls back and the MACDs are coming down, and I said we were going to open around 46.30, so we're going to be just under. If it pulls back, which I hope it does, and be normal, and even if it comes to 46.20 and bounces, that might be a beautiful setup to the upside for the Fed. But be patient. Don't rush into it, okay? Be patient. So I would love for that to pull back. If it goes higher, great, but it's just a low probability trade. All right, NASDAQ pulling back. If it pulls back the same to 15.9, that would be great. Or even right here, 15.912. If it can go there, then I think that would be a nice setup for the upside. Now, also keep note, it's a setup for the downside too, because that's going to be the line in the sand. All right. Russell looks very strong. We had a big, huge win on Monday. Some of you caught on that. High five. That was an amazing win. So we got to watch that one. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to watch it because we're right there. We're right there. The 50's right there. The MACDs are right there. Watch it. Is it going to linger before the Fed? I got my alert there of 23.63. Now, here's the bummy news. We're at all-time highs. I have no idea what's up there, but it's going to run. So watch the MACDs. If the MACD starts breaking up, that's going to be the beginning of the swing. That's when it's the most high probability that you want to get in and get out whenever you can, but manage your position. All right. Alphabet. Alphabet likes to move on the Fed news. Okay. I don't know if you guys know that, but it loves to do that. All right. So I really got the video up. So let me get that out of the way because it's a little distracting, and let's dive in. Okay, so Alphabet is right there. So Alphabet is right there. Okay, so what do I mean by Alphabet? It's right there. It's right there. So we're at all-time highs on Alphabet. So I have this level right here. If it can take out 29.33 and it bounces off the MACDs, it's going to run. We had a bounce yesterday at the close. So if it runs, that's going to go. It has to take it out. Watch it. If that's the one that you like trading, trade it. Okay. Amazon. Sitting right there. I don't think Amazon's going to move, but I said that about Apple yesterday and it moved. So anyway, watch it. The trade is 33.31. If it's right there, it's bouncing off to zero. If the MACDs can bounce and that can take it out, then that is probably can go upside. We got 33.78. Now, I don't really foresee any news on Amazon. The only one I foresee is this. They own 20% of Rivian IPO car company coming out next week. If the evaluation comes out pretty high, if it comes up at $80 a share, then it might possibly move Amazon. But that's next week. I don't know about this week, but watch it and we'll see that later. Now, Tesla, it looks good. This thing has been running. Okay, we had a down day yesterday, which was a day of rest, which is normal. Things can't go up. And today, it looks like it wants to go. Okay, it looks ready. So this is what I love. At the close yesterday, they took it down. That's very, very good. They didn't take it up, which is good. At pre-market, they're taking it up. That's good. That's what I like to see. The MACDs looks like it wants to run. If it can take out 1190, it's probably going to go to 1209, and then it runs. Does it have 1300? Okay, so watch it. People are super, super bullish behind Tesla. So watch it. Again, I think that's going to look good. All right. ISRG is winding. All right. So here's ISRG. This was last week's performance, right? So it was a sleeper. It went from 336 to about 362. It's holding, so that 362 is going to be pretty difficult. 365 to get it going. Now, this moves slowly, so it's going to creep up on you. We had a big move last week. It looks like it's just holding right here, but those are the levels on top. If the MACDs bounce here and we start bouncing off the 50, take off those sides, then it's ready to start running. But we had 2 days of rest on ISRG. Put it on your list. Chipotle, working his way lower. This one I thought was going to go higher. We had this nice, beautiful base, which is fine, but going into the Fed, they're taking it lower. Now, it did hit this level of 1793. Can it get back above 1800? If it can't, then it's probably going to work its way lower. And what do I mean by that? It can go down here. MACDs can hit the zero line. That can hit the 50 and work lower. But if it takes 50 and goes up with force, then it's going to go back higher. Again, we have this number here of 1810. Watch that. Okay, let's move on. MicroStrategies. It's, again, just watch Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting right now at 62,850 as we do this video. MACDs are pulling back. It looks like it's coming towards the end-ish. Still going down on Bitcoin on the dailies. So again, if Bitcoin can break out a little higher, then this could bounce at 782. This had a beautiful run at the open yesterday because Bitcoin goes up. But it looks, it's setting up nicely. If Bitcoin goes up and this bounces, that has a setup it needs to take out 841. You can take the trade from here to 841, by the way. So that's when I give you those levels up there. But that's big. That's MicroStrategies. Shopify, working his way lower. Again, which is fine. Had a day of rest. 1537 again. We're below the 50. Can it go back up? It looks like it wants to come back and retest the 50. Let me see if I can, let me just make this a little right there. Okay, there we go. All right, it looks like it's probably going to come back and touch the 50. MACDs are telling us it's swinging higher. What's going to happen at the 50? Again, to get it going, we're near the lows of the last 2 days. So can it acquire 1500? Again, if it does and breaks through, then it's going to run, and it's going to run to 1534. But watch the 1500. That's going to be pretty hard. MACDs are telling me that it's probably going to retest that level right there. Okay. Netflix came out with some news that they're going to start testing some gamings, and this was the big pump. Now, the big pump right here. Now, the levels are here on Netflix. It's very, very wild. All right, so let's look at Netflix. They took it up. So it's the 676. It's pretty hard. That's a number that we broke out before. It's holding 676. So watch that. Watch that. Watch that. It's pulling back. It's pulling back. I would like to see a basing pattern here because this level up here of 687 is pretty far up. So if we can get a calm day in Netflix, I don't know if we're going to get it. That looks good. But this is coming down. This is coming up. It's showing me a divergence. It's setting up for a big move. So just watch it. Could this be the play right here? Could this be the breakout or breaking out the 50 of 678? And then they got 687 on top. If it takes that, it's got 700. Keep that in mind. Watch it. If you like to play Netflix, that might be the play. Roku announcing earnings today. Today, they announced earnings. We have some upgrades. They lowered the cost of the Roku. So are they going to take it up? We got 318. Watch that. And then we have 328. And then we got 350 on top. If their earnings are not good, no bueno, it's going to go down. So it's all about earnings and how the market reacts to it. So watch this. I don't really suspect a big move on Roku, but you never know. Again, watch the big boys. We watch the tape because that's when we know what the institutions or the big players are doing. Again, so I'm just giving the levels. That's what the levels are there for. All right, NVIDIA, Monster Run. This was our winner yesterday. Congratulations to all of you. Got it. Okay, it's moving up. MACDs are pulling back. Doesn't want to go. Can it go higher? Possibly. Still waiting on news. Again, this is a great example that the news hasn't come out yet, but somebody knows something. Okay, so watch the news. Again, it's setting up. 50-day moving is coming back up. MACDs are pulling back. Can it bounce? Bounce up to 50, take out that 266, we go higher. Or does it go down? Watch it. Okay. Mercado Libre, this was a sleeper. I gave you this yesterday. I love this setup. Now, on the daily, it looks very different, but on the 15-minute, it looks juicy. All right, let's look at this right here. It looks like it wants to go higher. We had this 1,500, nice round number. We rallied off of that. MACDs are looking like it wants to go higher. Yesterday, this was the ideal entry. Bounced off the 50. We broke the MACDs. Can it go higher? Now, this one does have earnings. It does have earnings. I believe it is going to be earnings. It's on November 4th. Again, this is what I mean by it looks different. December, again, this is the dailies. It had a huge sell-off, but can it go up? Yeah, it got 1,600 on the upside on the dailies. Can it get it on earnings? If the news, I think it's sold off. So any bad news, is it priced into this thing? Possibly. I don't know. If I did, we wouldn't be here. But Mercado Libre looks like it could go higher. Look at the real estate it has to go higher. So that's what I like about it. It's a really good trade, I believe. But again, risk accordingly, money management is key. Now, again, all right, so Apple had this move, came out with that news about, the iPad chips going into the iPhone to reduce sales, and it came back down. So this is what I expected in Apple. It's probably going to hold this 150 area. But again, I thought it was going to chill around 149, 150. It's back to 150. I don't think Apple's going to move very much. It's probably going to stay in this range. It's not a mover, but I have it up there because everybody likes Apple. All right, let's move on. Oil. Again, oil is pretty simple. It's setting up for a big move. If it can take out 218, it goes higher. It's simple. All right. Goldman Sachs. Goldman took off yesterday. So again, remember, if Goldman's up, the S&P is not going down. So watch this. Can it continue higher? It's setting up for a bigger move higher. Again, MACDs are pulling back, coming to the 50. If it can take out this 426, we go higher. By the way, Goldman, all-time highs. So again, it's liking what the Fed is laying down, the layout. If we go higher. Now keep in mind, if it doesn't like and the Powell screws up and says something that the market doesn't like to hear, we go lower. So watch it right there, all-time highs. Affirm, layaway plans. I think this one we had an entry yesterday, but not the most ideal entry. I think I would love for this. Let me see what this looks like here. Yeah, we're too far away on the MACDs. Let it pull back a little bit. Let us give us a more ideal entry because this is there's no clear direction on this one. So let's pass on that one. Upstart. Upstart rallied off of here. We like these moves. If it's still going higher, very, very volatile. The session yesterday was 355, pull back. Let's see if it can go up, pull back, bounce off the 50, bounce off zero. That might be ideal entry. 355 is a number on top. All right, Hubspot. I took me some time to look at this thing, but and the reason why, because I was looking at it as it was going up, and I just wanted to study that. They're taking this one down. So I love it. Let it take it down. Let it take it down because it's really ideal. The most opportunities come when they take it down and then it reverses. So we're going to set this one up. It looks they took it down today. We got this level up here of 805. Nice round number. If it can take that out. So again, how does this look like? If it take 805, comes back, bounces off the 50, bounces off the MACDs, then we got all this real estate up here to claim. So there we go. Keep it on the watch. Is it going to happen today? I don't know. All right, zoom, zoom, zoom. This was moving. It looks ideal here, pre-market. Bouncing off the 50, nice zero bounce. Can it go higher? 286. I don't know if this has earnings coming up, but if you want to check up, would definitely check up on that. But ideal, it could be maybe a trade. Will they take it up on the open? All right, booking has earnings coming up again. If they come out with really, really stellar earnings, but it's holding for 2 days. We had a nice move here. I would like to see a base. I believe they're probably going to hold around 24.62, but you never know. And we got this 24.94. Again, earnings is key coming up, so anything goes on earnings. Now, okay, so I want to talk about Now. Now has so many monster upgrades. They're not taking it up yet. So again, I'm just going to watch it. 705 to 700 level is hard. It looks like it wants to set up pretty nicely here. Let me make that for you. But again, if it can take out 688, it probably got this 705, and then it could rip higher. The upgrades are around 800, okay? So above 800. So watch it and give yourself some time. But that is going to rip. I just don't know when. Coinbase, they're taking it lower. So this thing has earnings. I thought it was Friday, and then they moved it. So I think it's next week. Again, Bitcoin is down. So don't know why they're taking it down, but it looks like, yeah, they're taking it down. Let's see if it can hold this 332. And then we got 345 on top. And again, you know the setup for the MACDs right here. Now let's talk about CAR. There's a few here that I wanted to mention. Not CAR. Let's talk about CAR. Let's talk about CAR. I have a video set out on that. It's pulling back. This is a crazy move yesterday. But let's talk about Lucid, right? Lucid. I'm bringing Lucid up because Lucid is pulling back. So this was yesterday, right? And I talked about this at the end of my close. I said they're probably going to bring it down and then bring it back up. Now, here's the thing. Rivian comes out with an IPO next week. That's very important. Wherever that IPO opens, if Rivian opens up $80, right? Just want you to watch it. Then it's going to help Lucid. Okay, so watch the IPO on Rivian. It will help out Lucid. If the IPO on Rivian is lower, it'll take down Lucid. So watch that. I still like Lucid, but I'm just saying the mentality of what's going to go down with the IPO and what could happen with Lucid. All right, guys. Whew, that was a lot. Probably a little longer than normal, but we have a lot to cover. All right, guys. Hope you guys get some green today. Stay green and stay tuned. And if you like this, again, press that subscription button. Share this with everyone. All right. If they want to know about trading, they want to stay green. All it takes is a little cup of nimble. Or if you want to know about the markets, I highly recommend just watching. The best way to do is just actually learning and watching. You can also paper trade. By the way, this is not a recommendation to buy and sell. I'm just passionate about my trades and I like to share. All right, guys, stay green and God bless. If you want to do the follow-ups, stay tuned for the Market Pulse. It comes out at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, stay green.